rolling.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lit Ladies podcast. Today we're discussing chapters 9 through 19 of Bittersweet in the Hollow by Kate Pearsall, or Pearsall, I don't know how to say it. My name is Emily.
Miriam.
And Holly.
And I'm Abby. And
Anybody?
go ahead, Emily.
I love this book. I'm
Well,
really
still,
liking it.
week 2 and we still love it. That's
I'm
good.
really liking it. I kind of
Yeah?
didn't want to stop. It's not like, I don't know. I'm just really liking it. I want to trust Cole. I really want to like him and trust him, but I don't know.
He has powers, which I think is weird.
I think it's
Well,
so
okay, it's
stupid,
kinda-
actually.
Isn't- Guys,
Guys.
What?
his mom is her aunt.
What?
That's my theory. Didn't his dad have a thing with her aunt?
Yeah.
Cole's mom.
Yeah. When he said he
Ew.
knew that, I was like, dude.
Well, then they can't be together.
Well, yeah, but I don't
What,
know.
they'll be cousins?
That's why I don't trust Cole.
Wait, they're in the South?
That's my.
What is this? Cousin loving?
That's where my thoughts
That's
went.
where your thoughts are going?
No.
That's where my thoughts went when it was like, yeah, she had a thing with his dad, and then he was like, yeah, I know when people are gonna die. I'm like,
No, because...
It's a
and
little
why do you
weird.
think his mom is?
But he
so...
wasn't adopted, girl, so...
But they say the reason why, though. Because he was supposed to die. He
That's
almost
true.
died.
That was
And
just
they
a crazy
restarted
theory
his
I
little
had.
heart or whatever happened. They gave him the
Cousin
herbs
love
the
him.
witches did. And I think that was the reason the book gave, right?
That he
Well,
was
he
almost death
he said it's
experience,
because
yeah.
we both almost died because she can see it on. She saw it on Dahlia as well.
Mm-hmm.
What was my other theory? I had another theory.
I think that Hadrian is Wyatt.
I do
Hadrian's the brother of the murdered boy.
Oh,
That's what I thought.
Oh,
I think that
didn't
the
even think
murdered
about that.
boy is Mothman.
But,
Quite
but
possibly.
Mothman was existed before the
No, whatever.
Because it's a tale from...
Yeah.
I
that's the
know,
only
but what if
reason-
it's just a revolving people
So he
that
just
just goes...
made
too. I
it
feel like
come
it's
to
going to
life?
be a Scooby-Doo reveal.
So it said the brother,
It's actually
it did
a
say
bear.
his brother sent him away, right? He told his dad, he's like, I didn't mean for him to go
I
away.
didn't mean to make him go
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that
did he
was
run
my,
away?
My other crazy theory, I don't know, but it
Well, he
doesn't.
left with a mom. The older brother left with a mom, and the dad has never seen the son since.
Yes.
I know, but I'm
Doesn't
talking about
mean
the
he's
little
gone.
boy. Did he
Oh, the
actually
little boy
literally run
disappeared.
away? And then he got taken? It
No,
sounds
no,
like
no,
because the
no.
brother said, I didn't
Yeah.
mean to make him go away.
The Mothman took him in and...
Abby can't get over the Mothman. What
I
are you
can't.
saying, Emily?
He's so cheesy.
Well,
It
I
annoys me.
was just. Well, I'm trying to get over it and just enjoy the book, but I don't know if it. I don't think all the dots connect. I think there's some holes in this theory. But one thought I was having is like the way her aunt left the note for Nora, the Elam, is that the missing boy, his mom, and she said like I'm sorry or whatever, and then it was talking about how like the Mothman can be summoned through like a blood sacrifice, and I was like, did she sacrifice this little boy? That was a crazy thought that
Oh.
popped in my head.
And it's her great aunt. Because it's her
Great
grandma's
aunt.
sister.
Her great aunt.
Yeah, because I'm thinking the aunt, because her aunt came
Sissy?
back. And, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
But
her great aunt.
didn't her great aunt have a thing with Cole's dad?
Yes.
Yes.
Though? Okay. So
Was
was there
her
an
name
age difference?
Zara?
Yeah.
Zora?
Zephyrin.
Something
Zephyrin.
like that, yeah.
But that was my thing when he said I.
You're right,
I
there's
know,
an age difference then.
Yeah. That's why when he was like, "Oh yeah, I
Oh,
know when people
I
are gonna
don't
die,"
know.
I'm like, "Dude, your mom's a witch." Dude.
Your mom's a witch, burn her.
I have no theories at all. I have no idea what's going.
This
There's
is not
so,
you.
It's all over the
Yeah.
place.
Well, Holly, you always have a
I
theory.
know. I'm just suspicious of everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of what? Like I don't even actually know what's going on. I feel like
I struggled a little bit. I'm like,
I have no.
Yeah, no,
like
it is
I
a
let's
little
stick
know.
with
I
one
know
part
the
of the story
things
and
that
finish
are
it,
happening.
please.
There's like all these things.
And
But
don't
I
finish
think they might be
anything.
distraction things.
Everything
It's like-
leaves it open. There's nothing closing.
Yeah. So
I think
are
it's
we?
all going to close in the next quarter of the book.
Yeah.
Like,
So
well,
I'm
it better.
assuming that it's all related because why are we going into the story about the lost little boy?
Well,
You
it's all
know,
connected
you
to
would
him.
You're assuming, yeah.
Yeah, the Mothman.
Is the Mothman the one she's seeing, or is it someone else?
Okay, so why is her necklace
Yeah.
on Dahlia?
Oh, yeah.
On Dahlia.
Well,
So
there
is
the
someone
same-
in the town trying to blame the witch family girls?
Mm.
Like trying to blame them for things? Because remember she was
Maybe it's
talking
Hadrian.
and they were saying, this is what the town really thinks about you. And she didn't realize how disgusted they were and the rumors that were going around. She didn't realize. She knew that they didn't like them, but not to that extent. And then to find her necklace, that's kind of a...
Nobody knows
thing.
that was her necklace except for her and Cole.
Right.
So when she went missing, that's why she has a scar. The necklace was snatched off of her. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like, you know how some serial killers, they'll leave their mark. Mm-hmm. And so I think,
I didn't see it that way.
Like
I think that he put it on
Maybe
her
not getting blamed,
because
but-
he thought that, you know, he knew that she would know that was hers or whatever. You know. Anyways.
It's like a sign you should be
I don't know
dead.
why I said it twice. I don't know. Like, I think it was a message to her because the only people who know that necklace was hers are her and Cole.
And the killer. Or.
Well, and possibly Dahlia. I think she snatched it up. Because remember how she had said, what if there was someone else there?
I know. Yeah.
Oh, so maybe...
Why would she say that unless it was her? Or she heard someone talking about, I mean, why would she...
Or investigating the little boy, she discovered someone else was out there.
Maybe Dahlia knew she was going to die and put it on because she thought Lyndon would find her.
How weird is it that she just woke up outside in the yard?
Yeah, that's what I
know.
mean.
She
So
didn't know
you
how
think you're
she-
going somewhere with the story and then... Yeah, you
I'm
were...
like, what? Did
you
she
were-
remember
you-
it? I thought she was
I
remembering
saw
it. I
you
thought
out
when...
in the garden and you said you had things to do. And I'm like, what
Let's
is
go
going
find something.
on?
And she doesn't tell anybody anything. I feel
See,
like...
and that's what reminds me a lot of, what is it? Firekeeper's Daughter, where she had all these things and she didn't trust anyone in her life to share any kind of information that almost got her hurt. Well, she did get hurt once, but a couple of times.
But she tells her sisters just after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and her sisters are very, very vague. You know, like, hey, well, maybe it means this. And then her sister who sees, like, dead people, she's like, yeah, the spirits are probably trying to come and get you. Goes
Good
up
night.
to bed.
She's
Yeah.
like, peace
what?
out,
What?
bro.
Yeah. So I don't actually know what's going on.
Maybe Dahlia's still communicating with you. Good night.
Yeah.
What? It does feel... So, it's not, like, the most fantastic writing.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially coming off of
I
Addie
think it's
LaRue.
because we're coming off of...
But also, like, it does kind of feel like, wait. And I'm having trouble keeping the character... Because she calls them, like, Mrs. Boggs. I'm like, who's Mrs. Boggs? Who is that?
I'm glad
But
I'm
then
not
I
the only
realized,
one.
okay, the priest... Mrs. Boggs is the priestess Boggs, right? I don't know.
The pastor.
Pastor's wife.
Yeah. So then, like, she calls... Because she's still, like, in high school. She's a junior, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Or
And
she's
so-
becoming a senior. I think she's a senior now.
Yeah. And so she calls everybody, like,
Pearsall.
Mr. or Mrs. And I'm like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
And Cole is her age. I thought for some reason Cole was a year ahead of her, but she said he's still at football practice.
Yeah, I don't
No, she's a junior and Cole is about to graduate, was my impression.
Oh, is
Why
it?
is he still at football
I thought
practice?
she was... They
Because
were
he's
seniors.
in his senior year.
She's this... I thought
But
she
it's-
was a senior last year because they went to the group of... It was all the seniors hanging out at the... They met at the gas station and were going to go out.
she's
She's
younger.
definitely
She's
not a
17.
senior.
So she's just going and she shouldn't be there at
This
all.
whole time I've been under the impression Lyndon is a junior currently in her junior year, and Cole is a senior. So
Okay.
Cole is getting ready to graduate because they talked about where he was going to go to school.
But if Cole's getting ready to graduate, it's not football season. So that's what confused me. Football's in the fall.
Well, maybe
It's
it
a
is
cover.
I don't know.
But
Maybe
if
it
it is
is
fall,
fall then.
why is he practicing with the high school if he's just graduated?
Well, no. I think maybe I thought it was close to graduation, but it might not be.
Oh, I see.
So
No, it's summer. It's hot. They keep saying how hot it is.
Well, it's the South, right? Isn't it hot
It's
there?
Virginia.
Well, it's more hot in the summer.
Oh. I don't know whether.
maybe it's a summer football camp he's helping out at. Maybe it's I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe the author is not a sports person.
Yeah,
So it's
I'm
like,
a sports
he
person,
plays-
so
he
my
plays
mind's
football.
like, well, if it's football, what is he? Is he junior with her? Is he going to be a senior? I don't know. See, that's just it. Like, I'm lost on a lot of it. I'm trying to figure it out.
Which goes
And
back
it's
to the
interesting.
writing.
I felt like I had a handle on it the first half, or the first section we read.
Mhm.
Like I felt confident in who everybody was. And
Mm-hmm. Well, at least this isn't one of those where we're like, how are they going to fit all the rest of the story? Because
That's
this one
true.
has, well, even still, this one. How is it all going to come together?
That's true, yeah.
don't
I'm enjoying it still.
Oh no, it's fun, but I literally have no idea what's going on.
I love the way that she tastes things, like the taste that she
Yes.
describes.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
The
Mhm.
I
molasses.
really like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's really cool.
Biscuits and butter and honey,
Yeah.
comfort,
It
and
was
yeah.
so. It was so.
The way she
sweet.
baked her emotions into that cake,
And everyone felt
and
it.
everyone started crying. She's like, why
That
was
was
everybody
crazy. She's
then
like, oh
she-
wait.
Then she gave his his dad's in peace.
And that's something that the grandma said that she doesn't want them doing.
Yeah,
That's the type
right.
of magic that she's not okay
And
with.
they did the blood thing too.
That was funny.
And then she walked down and she's like, he's lying. And she's like, no, we did the blood thing.
And she's like, he's lying to himself.
How did she know the difference?
Well, I don't think she meant.
Was that just like a...
I think that was her opinion. Like, he must be. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's someone we know or someone totally new.
It's freaking Mothman.
Yeah, I mean, we got.
Do we know who Mothman
the
is?
Mothman is real.
But I think there's someone else out there too. I don't think Mothman is the murderer.
I think Mothman, in this book, I think that it's portrayed as like, oh, it's a person, but they've made it very clear it's just an omen.
Right.
Like, and someone, I'm pretty sure someone's like pretending to be Mothman as a sighting.
Yeah, that's why I
To
was
have
saying
a
it's like a
cover.
Scooby-Doo reveal.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, the
That's what my
town
theory
haunted
is.
house, and you find out it's like, oh, well, I dressed up like this so I could do what I wanted. And you
Yeah,
kids
take
found
off the mask.
Mr. Jenkins. Yeah.
Is that the guy?
something like that.
Okay.
Theories? Anybody?
I already said my crazy theories.
I don't think I had a theory. If I did, I forgot.
I also-
Where?
Her Aunt Sissy
Or whatever.
was doing some shady. When she talked about that little scar, I'm like, why are you
Was it
summoning
in
Mothman?
her arm, or was it like...
It was on her forearm. I was like, why are you summoning the Mothman? You go to the bone tree, and the blood ritual summons the Mothman, and now she's got this weird little cut on her. And she knows
did
how to get
just
to that
kinda
weird book.
show up about the same time.
Yeah.
And I think last time was she
been a
visited
year.
when the little niece, maybe that was a mistake. You know, that her niece was there. She wasn't supposed to be there, but maybe she's doing something.
Yeah,
So
because
you don't trust Cole?
I really, really want to, but
I do. For
I
some
don't think
reason,
he's
just-
weird.
Now
I
I
don't
can't
think
get
so.
over the fact that you
Good to
think
go.
they're
I think he
cousins.
actually really loves her. I do.
look, that's
He's
the first thing
protective.
that popped into my
Okay,
head
but
when he said he
now-
knows when people are gonna die.
I'm gonna
like,
be thinking
well,
about that. That's a good theory.
Yeah.
Because if they both feel that way, and there's only one magical family in the town,
Yeah. The only thing we
But
won't
then they
have.
can't be together.
The only,
Yeah,
the only
yeah,
thing
they
we
can't be
wouldn't
together.
have an
It's gross. Unless
explanation
it's-
for.
the South, and they'll make it
But
okay.
an author can't do that.
They'll make it.
The only thing that without an explanation is usually if the mother's gonna dip, she takes the kid.
Yeah, but you guys,
What
I
mother
just
So-
don't
did?
think
so
so.
I
I
don't-
think it's different
well-
to have a different father, but a mother
I
his
know,
mother
that's
talks
what
about birthing. him.
Whose mom left? What?
Well, I'm saying
Emily
if
thinks
Cole's
that-
mom was her great aunt.
Oh, no, she's been there the whole time. She's crazy as heck.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his mom.
I-
It's hard
yeah.
to
I
do that.
know. That's why I'm saying it.
That's why
doesn't-
she went cuckoo, is because her little kid's like, hey, by the way, that person's gonna die. And she's
Yeah.
like, what the heck?
Or maybe the baby that had the hole in the heart, they swapped. And I don't know. I don't know.
No.
You know what I'm getting at?
Like maybe
Yeah.
her baby did die and they just did a little switcheroo.
And maybe
Yeah,
that's why
like,
she's crazy.
or
'cause
like they both had a baby
Cole's
at the
not
same
hers.
time, same father, right? So it's Cole and then another baby, and it's Zephaniah, and then also Cole's mom, and then they both have birth, both give birth, and then her baby has a hole in her heart, and she's like, I don't want this baby.
think Aunt
Swap
Z
it.
like bounced way before then, because
Mm-hmm.
he was like, yeah, I like you, but I've got plans.
Mhm.
And they don't include a witch family. Like, he had plans
Yeah.
to, like, be a mayor, be in charge. He's the only one I'm a little, but I think he's just gross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anybody who's anxious to get up front there and I made sure to, you know, I told them I was there for them and blah, 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 blah. He kind of reminds me of the dad in Firekeepers. Was it Mr. Grant?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
what
what
I've
it
been thinking
reminds me of.
too. Yeah.
Is that he was just a little too excited and a
Yeah.
little bit too much around everything and just, you
Yeah.
know, I don't know.
yucky.
But I don't think he killed anybody. I think he's just weird.
But see, then who is it? That's the thing. Like, we don't know any. Like, there's no one suspicious
Yeah.
to me of being a murderer.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit weird. Is
very
there anyone
weird.
you think?
So I should've just
Unless
So it's got to be someone we don't know.
Unless it is Wyatt, whatever name he goes by now,
Adrian?
Yeah.
and he killed his little brother, and then he tried to kill her, and then
That
he
takes way dark turn.
I mean, yeah.
I could see him maybe
Or maybe he blamed that
blaming
family.
them. Yeah.
I don't think he killed his brother. I think the brother got lost, and why aren't you using your powers to find my brother?
Maybe.
You know,
I don't know.
when you could have.
I'm just perplexed. I don't know.
Perplexed.
I mean, it's interesting.
Someone stole
and
the key, and the only thing you would need the key for is the dark magic book. I'm going to call it dark magic. I don't think it is, but, you know, the secret book of magic we're not supposed to use.
It's a dark hold.
Remember, it was in the shed, the kitchen shed?
Yeah.
And when Langdon was in the house, and she's like, somebody's in here.
Mm-hmm.
And as
That
she's
was
looking
freaky.
out, she saw someone bounce out of the shed with something shiny in their hand. And later, she's like, I don't know what else would be shiny other than a key. Oh, the book. So
What?
I think she...
I don't remember
Did
that.
you read
Maybe
it?
I went too far.
I think you
Oh, crap.
Spoiler alert!
Where did I go? Thought I stopped at 20. But yeah, that's what happened, guys. I'm sorry.
This always happens.
Does it?
Every like 2-3 books.
Yeah, probably. No,
Did
I
you
stopped at 20. I read all of 19, though. Did you guys read
Yeah.
all of 19?
Then what are
When
you
was
reading?
that?
Hold on.
Because
Yeah, pick it up.
Sissy
find
and
it.
her got into it and read the book, right?
Do you remember when someone was in the house?
Yes.
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 Okay, so hold on. What chapter was someone in the house?
17, maybe?
Because she took off and saw Hadrian in the shed, and that's why she went out there. Right? The summer house. The summer kitchen.
Summer kitchen. Yeah, he was in the summer kitchen, and she thought, or her sister thought, why
What
is
did
he
we
in
say?
there?
Next 17 that
And then
happened?
she was like, the only thing
Yeah,
that's in
'cause
the
I stopped
summer
at 20.
kitchen.
Maybe I'm
is
just
that
making
book.
up stuff.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think you are too.
Unless you did read ahead and then you're like,
And then why would I put my thing? But why is
'Cause-
my thing here?
maybe you went backwards
Went
when you
backwards.
realized.
Maybe. I don't remember that, but maybe.
I think if you say that if you are confused by the storyline, do you think that's bad writing? For me, I feel like that's bad writing. To not understand what's going on in the story. I feel like all the murder mysteries that I guess going back to like Paris Apartment, there was a lot of stuff going on, but I knew what was going on with each character, just not what was going on with the whole, like how it connected.
Well, I
There's a difference between what is going on and okay, how is this all going to connect to each other?
Mm-hmm. I feel
And
like this book is very much the
what is
murder
going on.
mystery where there's a lot of other things going on, just so you don't know what's going on. I
Yeah,
think that's the
maybe.
point.
Yeah.
Because then at the end you're like, oh,
Really go, yeah.
that, and that, but all this stuff was fluff and extra.
Mm.
So maybe the lost little boy is just extra. You know what I mean?
Like to throw us off the trail.
To throw off everybody, you know, you just
That's
do bad
kinda
things
lame.
and blame it on.
Well, we
You
don't
know,
know
Bigfoot.
yet.
That's true.
We don't.
Let's
Yeah,
not
I
make
don't know.
assumptions, guys. Come on.
I will make assumptions throughout.
I mean, I don't want to seem like it's. I mean, there's a lot of it that's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not dreading picking it up. It's just this section. I was just kind of like,
But look how far we're in, though.
Yeah.
There's only like that little bit, unless she.
but who said last week?
I think
Even
it's
her
in there,
journal's
too.
not very helpful.
No,
Like I don't.
and I don't know the timing of the journal
Yeah, the
anymore.
timing
of
either.
the
journal, I'm
confused
like,
I think
about
the
that.
last entry of the journal was like, when is this? Is this like right now? Is this
Yeah.
yesterday?
Thank
right?
you. Yeah.
I said this. Okay, I said that it's not. It doesn't feel like it's about her memories, like just random memories. It feels like it's spread out in weird
Yeah.
areas. So
But I think
I
it's
wonder
too.
what. I mean, I hope we find out what happened to her because right now she doesn't know.
yeah.
Mm-mm. She might be going a little crazy.
She has a scar, but it sounds like she wasn't raped or anything, right?
Well, that's the hope.
I think they would know
Grand
that.
revelation.
So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I
I don't know. Dahlia wasn't, so I'm assuming that's not part of it. But something traumatic obviously happened.
Well, she remembered the Mothman being there.
Well, in her dream, right? In her dream, didn't she have a dream?
No, because she
And
had
someone
a.
stepped.
'Cause when
Someone
she
was in the tree, and there was covered in moths.
That was
When
Dahlia.
all the things blew off,
She had a
So
dream
was
about
that
Dahlia.
so was that a memory or was that something that
She
happened?
feels like it was both. The memory revealed something that happened. Because when she was running home one night, why does she still go out at night? I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Stay
She was
inside or
running
go with
home.
somebody.
She remembered again. She had another memory, a new memory,
where
right?
she was like, she pushed off the tree, but then it wasn't a tree. It was Mothman. This sounds so dumb when we talk about it out loud.
Mothman.
You have to look into Mothman because it's really.
I don't want to look into
Yeah.
Mothman.
It's a
But because
cryptology or something like that.
Because it's been
Cryptology.
so like it's a joke on the internet
Yeah.
in all capacities that I've seen it in. It's really hard to take this seriously, and I'm trying really hard. But it's also like
But there are people who truly. It's like
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. It's not a joke. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, to those people, it is. It's something running around out there. But I think the Mothman is the same.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the. I've not heard all that other stuff about, they're the omen of death and all those other things. It's just kind of like,
yeah, I don't know. The more we talk about it, maybe I am confused about what's going on.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I don't want to. I'm not
No.
trying to. I'm just. It's just like how. I mean, to me, usually even books that have a lot going on, pieces fit throughout.
Yeah,
and I
but
just feel like
nothing
right
is-
now nothing is fitting,
Mm-hmm.
and even the characters are confused. Like, right?
Yeah.
Cole doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, Cole's just all, like, along for the ride.
Dahlia
okay.
gave nothing, and then she died, and then Lyndon can't remember anything, but
Yeah.
she feels like she's the answer to everything.
yeah.
It's like, so it's just
Dang.
Well, I feel like people, it's not really that big of a deal either. Doesn't it feel that way too? Kind of like, other than her dad when he talks to her at the police station, kind of like, hey, you need to stay home. And you need to stay and not, I think that was the only time I felt like it was an urgency that they were trying to.
Cole
solve.
tries to get her not to do anything.
Yeah.
But I think Cole's trying to
But the
protect
rest
her
of the
from
town in general, I'm just kind of like, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, they think she did it.
they do.
Well, they think that she lost herself too, that it was all
Yeah.
fakey fake.
Yeah. So they're like, whatever.
But I think they think that because they're prejudiced against the family. For whatever reason, it sounds like the family helps everybody out.
Because they're different.
Can we talk about how she got the digits from her phone and she's like, let me type it into a calculator. Just randomly?
Because her and Dahlia, they would.
I know, but
Yeah.
why
I
did
thought that
she
was
just
weird
think
too.
about
Yeah,
that?
lies.
Because she just was like, oh, okay. Beep, beep, beep.
Because I
forgot
think they
about
were
that
just
part.
talking about it.
And
They
I
were
was sitting there, I
just
was like,
talking about it, how
I was-
remembering, oh yeah, we used to do messages back and forth, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
No,
I was reading it. I was like, I waited
I have
for
no
so
idea.
long before reading on. I was like, Heelys?
I skipped,
No, I
I
had
skipped
no
down.
clue.
I was
I
like,
didn't
Eli?
get it. 'Cause I'm like, I don't know what she's trying to
Hellies?
say. I thought it
Heelys?
was
Is
Hellies or
this
something
a Greek
stupid.
god?
And then I read on. I was like, oh, he lies. Hellies? Heelys?
Yeah, but that
what does it
wasn't
mean?
helpful at all.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
no.
she didn't
Lies.
even. I thought it was so dumb when they did that little seance or
And
whatever.
she changed the question.
To the stupid question where it was like, who knows the truth? Her.
Yeah. Yeah, that
But
was
also,
dumb.
like,
Dahlia's probably on the other side going,
Oh, did you do this?
I'm
Idiot.
It's the third night. I'm out of here.
I'm with Rowan on that one. Literally through the whole book, who's been the only one they talk about, he lies, he lies, he lies. It's the guy. The farmhand.
Adrian.
Oh.
Adrian.
I don't know his
Adrian?
name.
Who might be Wyatt. That would make sense.
That's what we were thinking.
But
Now
your
that you
mind
said-
automatically goes to Cole, but it's not Cole. Cole's not lying. He told
No,
the
I
truth.
really don't think he is. I think
No,
he's
he was
actually
he was
nice.
withholding his power, but he isn't lying. So
Maybe-
it has to be Adrian.
Yeah. I think you saying that he could be Wyatt would
That
make
was
sense.
where my mind went when I read it.
What
I'm
a-
like, oh my gosh, because she says he's lying about something, but she doesn't know what.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
he's lying about the reason why he's in
Yep,
the town.
why he's
And he
there,
is, yeah.
where he goes.
Her grandma and her mom, they knew that family? And they knew the kid? Or no?
Well, because it's a very small town. I think everybody knew everybody.
But okay, so the grandma is always like, knows he's lying, right? But she's like, it's for a good reason. Does she know it's Wyatt?
Yeah, maybe she knows.
She's protecting him?
Maybe.
Maybe. Because she has said kind of like, let sleeping dogs lie.
She's like, leave him alone.
Pretty much.
Leave him alone.
A couple times she has said that when they've asked questions
Mhm.
about the little boy. Is it? It's Elon Musk.
Yeah,
Maybe
Elon.
because nothing good can come. Nobody ever found him. It's just
Yeah,
like,
well, and it just,
I don't know.
they really didn't find out anything from the father either, other than he's horribly.
My thing is like the kid was how old?
4?
Yeah, 4.
He was a little
How
kid.
could he go that far? He should have.
He couldn't. Someone swiped him.
Yeah.
He might
yeah,
be
like
that
4
little.
Lee.
Adrian might
So
be
he-
that little kid too, though.
So he might have run off, and then someone grabbed him. Doesn't mean he was kidnapped right away.
Who was out in the woods though?
Maybe.
Yeah,
here's
clearly
my new
Mothman.
theory.
Ooh,
So
Holly's got a theory.
Cole's mom. Maybe she couldn't have a kid, so she swiped a kid, or tried to swipe a kid
Dang.
before
what a
she
theory.
had Cole.
And then she
Yeah,
killed
because
him.
they would all know
Because
who
she's
he
a little
was.
cuckoo.
Definitely.
She's cuckoo. There's got to be a
Definitely.
reason. There's something
They
not
would
right.
all know. They all know
And-
who he was.
Well, and then why is Grandma trying to keep her sedated? That's what I was wondering. Like, if this person is ill, right? She's drinking constantly to always be out of it. Why is Grandma sending her something to put her to
Sleeping
sleep?
Sleeping
What is
aids.
that? Other than Grandma's in on trying to hide
Ooh.
whatever might come out if she's sober. I did think it was weird that she gave her something that would just help her sleep
See,
more.
because my thing when Cole said he had those powers, he knows when people are gonna die. My mind immediately went to, okay, his mom is a witch, and
Okay.
that's why his mom.
That's why you
drinks.
were thinking that it was
Because
the great
maybe I don't know, maybe she was with that guy and then he found out that he has a kid with this other lady. I don't know.
There's just too many sisters and aunts and too many things.
There are a lot of characters.
So I didn't think about
It's
the age
just kinda
difference.
hard.
If it was her great aunt and him, that is weird,
Yeah.
right? Unless they're older parents.
Yeah,
He's older
I
than
did think
her.
about that too.
Maybe he's older than his wife.
Yeah.
You know, by a few years.
How old would that missing
Which
boy
he
be?
seems like that type, right? The
By
trophy
the
wife,
time
younger
that-
woman. If everybody wanted him, is what she said, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he'd be around Hadrian's age? Could he be the missing boy, or just the older brother?
I think he's the older brother.
Yeah, because they haven't said how old Hadrian is.
That's what I was wondering. That's
They
the only thing is
haven't-
the age. I don't
Other
know.
than he's,
He seems their age, which
really
is right
tattooed.
around. Yeah.
you know,
And good looking, it seems.
What if
That's
he's
what I get.
trying to access the dark magic book to bring back his brother?
Or to
maybe.
find out what happened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think
And then there's
if it's him, he's also the ones that's spreading the rumors and like whipping everybody up a little bit. Whoever did whatever, and I don't even know what we're trying to figure out. Are we trying to figure out the kid? Are we trying to figure out what happened to Lyndon? Or are we trying to figure out what happened
All
to
of it.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out all of it, I guess.
That's
They
what I
think it's
think.
all the same. They think
Yeah.
it's all connected.
And then why was her Aunt Sissy like, stay away from Cole?
Because
Yeah.
he's her cousin.
Yeah, that's what. That was another thing. Is
Don't kiss him.
well, because
He's
what
your
if-
bro.
Interesting. Okay.
He's your kid.
Ew, I don't want that to be. That would really.
That's always checked out.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
Well, okay, so I'm kind of
This lady is biased against.
as I'm talking about it, I
people.
keep
She's
remembering.
Terrible
Stereotyping.
stories.
As I'm talking about it, I keep remembering how far my brain went down this theory that Cole was. Okay, so my brain went, I don't know how I got here, right? So if her great aunt is Cole's mom, but she dipped for whatever reason, maybe because all of them are girls.
Yeah.
They don't talk about men in the family.
No, they
Maybe
don't.
having a boy is like a big curse. So like, what if?
Or
What if
maybe the
Cole
boys don't get
is
the...
like either Mothman or like connected to Mothman because that family's not supposed to have boys or whatever, and the reason Lyndon can see the mark is because she survived Mothman. But
This
like, what
came
if
way
Cole
out there.
like what if Cole is super closely related to Mothman or something like that? I don't know.
I don't know.
So, like, okay.
That's how crazy my
So
brain
when
was.
you
like
say
that.
that to me, I'm thinking her great aunt had relations with Mothman.
So let's just
What if
say,
Cole's dad is Mothman?
So Mothman is not actually Mothman. I think
No.
Mothman is just
Yeah.
A human being.
an excuse that they're using
An omen.
to cover up what they're doing. Not even an omen. They're taking a myth and blaming the myth on something a human has done.
Yeah.
So to say Cole is Mothman is not as weird as it
Yeah.
sounds. He doesn't have wings and
Yeah,
red
yeah,
eyes
yeah.
on his chest.
But then he would have been like a kid when the
Yeah,
other
I don't-
kid went missing.
I don't think he was born yet.
Well, my
'Cause
question
Lyndon
is,
wasn't
if
born.
it's
No,
all connected,
Rowan
okay,
was about to.
my question is, if it's all connected, why has there been 20 years that nothing happened
Yeah, exactly.
between the boy and Lyndon?
Exactly. And then why were they going
So,
after Lyndon?
if it is
That's
connected,
true.
why isn't there something in
Because
between?
it makes sense that they would go for Dahlia because she was digging too
She
deeply
was.
into what things were going on.
So that's
but not
my,
Lyndon.
That's part of my confusion. Like, what? It's been 20
The only
years.
wrong thing she did was show up that night.
She did.
Or, okay.
Oh, she summoned
That
the
we
Mothman.
Oh,
know.
Yeah.
She summoned him.
So she
But
must...
they did that every summer though.
I know.
The kids
Yeah.
do that every summer.
But don't you remember when it said only James women
in their blood.
in the book? It said only James women can use those spells, and it talks about how
That
to
it
summon
actually
Mothman.
works.
But then her aunt Sissy was like, "You really think it would be as easy as calling his name 3 times?" But
No,
maybe
no.
it was. Maybe that's all it took.
I'm thinking, okay, so you know that creek area? It must be like a charged area, like the bone tree, right?
Yes.
And maybe she tripped, just spilled some blood, and then she's doing this Mothman chant. Because she's already thinking about the Mothman during this event, right?
Yeah, I
What
don't
if she
know.
summoned him on accident?
Yeah, I don't think there's a real one. So it doesn't matter if she summons it or not. I don't
But
think
it's
Okay.
in the book.
even in the book I don't think it's real. I think it's
So you think
just a myth that
Yeah,
the
but they
people
have
in the town have
powers.
blamed.
I think it could be real in the book because they all have. They're witches.
And it's written
yeah,
in
but
the
I don't
journals.
think they have like weird powers. I think they're
Yes, they
like
do.
very
They do.
They're
have
locked
weird
away
powers.
in that
book.
but not like creatures. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
They're not like creatures.
In that
Okay.
book, it basically says Mothman is a demon.
It does.
yeah.
Like the
And
devil.
think about how, like, in Addie LaRue, how Luke could take on
No,
different forms.
we're not doing that.
How he could take on different forms. So it's
Luke
just,
is Mothman? What?
Like, no,
No.
we're not selling. No,
we're not selling.
No, all I'm saying is he,
No, I see what you mean.
you know, this entity could take on the form of the Mothman or whatever.
It's funny because in the other book, I was able to, like, the worlds could crash
Yeah.
like that. In this book, I'm like, no, this is a realistic story, other than, you know, these Wiccans or these witches, you know, can do these things. But to have a creature is a no. Like, I can't make it mesh.
Okay.
I don't know why. And I don't know if it's
It's because it's
just
silly.
the writing. It's just a little, I don't know, I can't
I
make
think
it
it's
mesh.
because it's Mothman.
It's
Like,
literally,
it's
probably because it's
little.
Mothman.
Like, I understand there's lore behind it. If people believe in
give a
him, but
crap.
I
it's
don't know.
silly.
I've heard of it
It's
before, so
silly.
it's not throwing me off.
Because
part
I've
of it.
heard of it before, it's throwing me off.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, a man with moth wings, like, seriously.
What is the mom's power?
I don't know.
I
Does
don't
she
think
have
she
powers.
was she could grow anything, right? She could grow anything. Like they've got food growing at all times outside. She's
Was
tending
that
her
her
garden.
power, or is
She
that
said
how
that she's
she's
in
a
the
gardener?
soil, though.
Then what's the grandma's power?
The
Visions.
grandma has uncanny timing.
Oh, you're right. She sends things.
Yeah.
But I don't think we've talked to, like, the mom.
She doesn't do anything.
Oh,
doesn't do
I was going to say this earlier.
She's
What-
barely in
Yeah,
there.
she doesn't do it.
What happened? Do you remember that journal entry? It was when she was in the bathtub. She heard her mom and dad saying, "I did
Yeah.
what I had to do."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
See, we
was
just
that?
got stupid
So
stuff
much
like that. I
crazy
know.
town.
Yeah.
What happened to her parents? Like, it seems like nothing happened, that they're, like, separate now, and she keeps talking about this horrible event.
Well, and the dad's like, I haven't had a dinner for
Like,
2
cried
years.
in the car.
blah,"
I like
or
the
whatever.
dad. I like
You know,
his
her dad
sweet
is
dad.
great, and
Been
he's
eating
just
at the
doing his
7-Eleven.
best. Yeah, there's a lot of...
So it's like, I don't know, I'm just...
I mean, it's a fun read, though.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
enjoying it. I had a hard time.
Yeah.
Stopping. I'm like, ah.
I think it's definitely an easy read.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not
say
like
I
I'm
like
not
it.
immersed. I'm not
Yeah.
like super invested, but I'm curious.
Yeah, it's like I could.
I want to
just
know
read
how it's
this,
all
you
going to
know?
come together.
Yeah.
And I enjoy particularly her gift and hearing about like
I
the
do
things that she's
too.
eating and how, you know, that makes, I really enjoy that. That's really different.
Well, and that she barfed at the funeral.
Oh, the grief.
Oh,
Yeah,
suffocating
because it was
her?
like, yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
so sad.
yeah.
What was it? Molasses.
Yeah.
It was.
I think that was the fish. Something about
The grief was
it was
molasses.
something
She kept
yucky.
talking about it, like, trickling down her throat or whatever.
I could just feel my throat
I
clogging
feel
up.
like does molasses make you want to barf?
No, it just makes you
No.
like it's just like very
Because
thick.
it's sweet.
It's sweet.
It's really sweet.
I don't know. We'll see.
I forgot what it was. It definitely
seems
was
like a
molasses.
guilty
It was
reaction
something else
to me,
added
though.
with it.
Yeah, it
Like
was
if someone
something
is
more-
guilty
Maybe
and
I
you
could
show up to the
gross.
person's funeral, that you just, I mean, I could see the town thinking, wow, she did it. We already think she did it. Now she's, vomiting.
Running out of the service.
Yeah. trying to get into that office, and the guy's like, "You can't go in there."
And she's like,
oops.
That's not for me. Oh.
She doesn't have that uncanny timing.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She has the unfortunate
I
timing.
know.
Because Cole was saying it's not just that he could see the marks on people.
He
was
as well.
drawn to it too.
He was drawn to that basement door just like she was.
So then why was he acting so confused? Where are you
'cause
going?
he
when
was
she was trying to
acting
find the
bizarre.
body.
Because
He's all, where are you going? What do you mean, dude? If you felt it too. You
Yeah,
should
because
know.
she was drawn
He
to
didn't know if she
Dahlia.
felt that or not.
Like
Maybe
he was
he knew
like,
she
why
crazy.
did you want to go there so bad?
This girl who told him, I can taste what people are feeling, and he's like, no way she feels that too. I don't know.
No way, bro. No way.
These football players are a little dense sometimes. No, that's really mean. I'm just kidding. But I don't know. It's just kind of weird. I really, really want to trust Cole and I want to like him, but there's something weird about him.
I mean,
I
everyone
don't think
keeps
we have a
telling him
reason
that.
yet. We don't have a reason to not
Probably
trust him.
trust him.
No, Sissy said that
Maybe
don't
it's because
trust
her
Cole.
aunt was like, stay away from that guy.
I think they just don't want her involved with his family.
Did she say the
Yeah.
Spencers? Maybe that's what she said instead of, or did she
No,
say
she
directly
said
Cole?
Cole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she was like, did you see his
But
face?
she
in the
also
leaves?
told her to stay home and stay out of it.
He did.
Yeah. But then she keeps aiding her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like she wants her to get into trouble.
Or she wants her to find some answer. Who knows what. And she's wearing the aunt's dress. I mean, there's a lot going on. There's a lot.
Yeah.
And the note in the pocket.
I gotta go pee super bad.
Yeah. That's funny because that's how I talk too. I'm like, hey guys, just announce it.
Me too.
I gotta go grab back
Yeah.
right now. Don't talk to me.
You'll distract me.
That's funny. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we'll see how it all comes
Well,
together.
who's gonna read it the rest of it tonight? Or
I'm-
are you not
might.
that curious that you'll wait till
I'll wait.
before our next meeting?
I'll probably wait. I always wait.
I like to have it fresh in my brain too when we come.
I'm gonna read it tonight.
Probably, but I think that's my problem lately. I'm reading too soon, especially the last book. I was reading it. I was going home and reading and finishing. Pardon me, the reading. You know, other than the first one because I had just got the book.
Yeah.
But-
Okay, well, I guess you'll have to join us next week as we finish the books. What?
Books.
Book and read chapters, 20 through the end. Find out about Mothman or who's murdering these people. It'll be interesting.
We'll find out
If
if
they're cousin lovers
Yeah.
or what's going on.
Yeah, all right.
Lovers to cousins.
Okay. That's enough of that. See you next week. My name is Emily.
I'm Miriam.
I'm Holly.
And I'm Abby.
Bye.
Bye.
I hope it doesn't go that way.
I hope so.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to our podcast. If you made it to the end, check us out on Instagram for podcast updates and more content. We are also on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts as well. Again, thank you so much for listening. Please give us a like and a follow, and see you next Saturday.